Consumer Reports just dropped their latest reliability report, and the results are absolutely brutal. They surveyed 380,000 real owners, tracking problems across 20 different categories, everything from transmissions exploding to infotainment screens going completely dark at highway speeds. And when the same nightmares keep showing up across thousands of vehicles, Consumer Reports does not just flag the model. They strip its recommendation entirely. Today, we are counting down the most unreliable SUVs of 2025, from concerning to absolutely catastrophic. And wait until you see number one, a luxury electric SUV that scored a devastating 5 out of 100 on Consumer Reports' reliability scale. 5 out of 100. Let that sink in. Number 12, Volkswagen Taos. The Taos is Volkswagen's subcompact SUV, supposed to be the practical, affordable choice for young families. According to Consumer Reports, it is the least dependable subcompact SUV you can buy right now. The problem areas? Where do we start? Brakes, engine, in-car electronics, mysterious noises, and leaks throughout the vehicle. But here's the real kicker: head gasket leaks. Owners report the head gasket fails so badly it requires complete replacement, and some say the problem keeps coming back even after the fix. One owner on the forums described their Taos's engine warning light coming on repeatedly. The dealer could not find the problem because there was no code stored. Imagine spending $28,000 on a brand new SUV and having it fail with no explanation. You seriously cannot make this stuff up. The Wrangler has been around in its current form since 2018, 7 years. You would think Jeep would have ironed out the problems by now. Instead, Consumer Reports gave it a predicted reliability score of 2 out of 5. Owners report the notorious death wobble, a violent steering shake that makes the vehicle nearly undrivable. Electrical faults cascade throughout the system. The 2025 model already has a recall for pressure monitoring issues, and we are barely into the year. Car Gurus specifically warns buyers about the death wobble and frequent electrical problems. Many owners love the Wrangler's off-road capability and open roof option, but as Consumer Reports points out, it is less comfortable and less reliable than nearly every rival for everyday driving. Number 10, GMC Acadia. Brand new, 4th generation for 2024. Fresh redesign. GMC gave it a new turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, making 328 horsepower, and paired it with an 8-speed automatic. Sounds promising on paper. Consumer Reports moved the Acadia straight to the bottom of their reliability list. Why? Transmission fluid leaks that require complete gearbox removal. Brake problems. Electrical accessories randomly quitting. Owners on forums say the turbo 4-cylinder gets obnoxiously loud and sounds cheap under acceleration. Some owners said the front seats are so flat and unsupportive that long drives become genuinely painful. Here's the best part: you are only getting 20 miles per gallon. A V6 would probably deliver the same fuel economy and actually sound decent while doing it. Number 9, Chevrolet Traverse. Same platform, same problems. The Traverse got a complete redesign for 2024. General Motors called it the Baby Tahoe. They ditched the old V6 for the same turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with 328 horsepower, added a massive 17.7-inch touchscreen, and gave it an aggressive truck-inspired exterior. Production started in February 2024. By June 2024, just 4 months later, General Motors issued a service bulletin about out-of-spec clutch components requiring complete transmission replacement. Another service bulletin in November 2024 addressed damaged turbine shaft seals causing fluid leaks. Then in January 2025, yet another service bulletin warned about loose pump bolts causing more leaks. One owner bought a brand new 2024 model in May 2024. The transmission failed at 3,300 miles. It has been sitting at the dealer ever since. There are no answers on when it will be fixed. Fresh from the factory, completely undrivable. Number 8. GMC Terrain. At this point, are you sensing a pattern? The Terrain is a brand new third-generation model for 2025. A complete redesign, but the same problems as its General Motors siblings. Consumer Reports says owners point to failures of the transmission control module, serious leaks requiring full gearbox removal, and recurring faults with the body control module. One owner described their 2025 Terrain with only 1,600 miles getting towed to the dealer. They have not even made the first payment yet. Specific complaints range from a constantly vibrating rearview mirror to doors that will not close flush to clicking noises throughout the dashboard. One owner said the transmission shifts like a teenager learning to drive a stick shift. That comment came from someone who bought the vehicle expecting General Motors quality. The Equinox launched its brand new fourth generation for 2025. Fresh platform, slimline LED lights, massive touchscreen. Powertrain-wise, you only get one option, a turbocharged 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine. Front-wheel drive models come with a CVT. An all-wheel drive gets an 8-speed automatic. Consumer Reports pushed this SUV to the very bottom of its reliability list. Owners report transmission nightmares, fluid leaks everywhere, and computer failures throughout the system. One owner bought their 2025 Equinox, and within 2 weeks, 850 miles on the odometer, the check engine light came on. They took it to the dealer. It came back on the next day. Then it spent 60 days out of their first 77 days of ownership sitting in the service department. The infotainment screen randomly reboots while you are driving. Sometimes it goes completely black at highway speeds. General Motors told one owner they know about the check engine light problem, but there is no fix and no timetable for repair. That owner started a lemon law case. Hey, before we get to the next 6 worst offenders, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you are getting value from this. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time. Number 6. The Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Grand Cherokee's 5th generation launched in 2021. Consumer Reports gave it a reliability score of just 22 out of 100. That's not a typo. 22. Common problems include electrical system failures, forward collision avoidance system issues, brake problems, and transmissions that slip gears randomly. One owner on Edmonds documented their nightmare. Their brand new 2025 Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve stopped dead in an active intersection. The vehicle just shut down. That happened twice. Another owner's vehicle was towed 4 separate times in 1 year. Problems included a failed catalytic converter, air suspension that would not raise or lower, an infotainment system that randomly goes blank during navigation, and a leak at the passenger side window. After each repair, something else broke. One owner summed it up this way: great looks and drive, but totally unreliable with very weak customer support. They said they would not recommend this car to their parents, friends, or anyone, maybe only to their enemies. They called it a steaming heap and warned everyone to stay away. Jeep Corporate has gone silent. Number 5. Ford Escape Hybrid. Consumer Reports gave the 2025 Ford Escape Hybrid a reliability score of just 21 out of 100. That makes it one of the 5 least reliable vehicles they tested. Period. The problems are serious. Electrical accessories have been failing. In-car electronics are glitching. There are loud noises and fluid leaks in the engine bay. The braking feels subpar, not exactly comforting for a vehicle you are trusting with your family. But here is where it gets genuinely scary. Ford has issued multiple recalls for the Escape Hybrid's 2.5-liter hybrid engine due to fire risk. The high-voltage battery cells from Samsung SDI have a manufacturing flaw that can cause internal short circuits leading to battery failure and, in some cases, actual fires. Ford recalled over 20,000 plug-in hybrid SUVs in January 2025, then expanded the recall in May. The issue is a thin separator layer inside the battery that gets damaged during manufacturing. If it fails, your SUV can suddenly lose power while driving, or worse, catch fire. 4 overheating incidents have already been reported. Ford is discontinuing the Escape entirely. That should tell you everything. Number 4. Volkswagen ID.4. Volkswagen's first mass-market electric SUV was supposed to compete with the Tesla Model Y. Instead, Consumer Reports gave it a reliability score of 29 out of 100 and named it the least reliable vehicle overall. The problems are extensive: battery and charging system failures, drive system malfunctions, brake issues, and electronic gremlins throughout. One owner described their display screen going completely blank 3 times while driving at highway speeds. The dealers could not find the problem the first time, and the second time they claimed to fix it, but it happened again. Another owner reported their GPS did not work for over a year. They took it to the dealer 4 times. The driver assist system showed them driving in the ocean and gave wrong speed limits. The hands-free liftgate operates sporadically at best. Interior lights work intermittently. The SOS button gives an error message when pressed. Volkswagen as a brand ranked dead last in J.D. Power 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study with 285 problems per 100 vehicles. The industry average is 202, which is 40% worse than average. The ID.4 has had 11 recalls for model year 2021, 7 for 2022, 11 for 2023, and 5 for 2024. Number 3. The Mazda CX-90. Here is one that might shock you. Mazda has built a reputation for reliability. The CX-90 just destroyed it. Consumer Reports pulled their recommendation for the CX-90 due to reliability issues. The NHTSA has issued 11 recalls for the 2024 to 2025 models. Problems include an inaccurate fuel gauge that can cause you to unexpectedly run out of gas while driving. That is a genuine safety hazard. The engine start-stop system sometimes fails to restart the vehicle after shutting down at a stop. The plug-in hybrid version is even worse. Consumer Reports expects it to be much less reliable than the average new car. Owners report the vehicle losing drive power while in electric vehicle mode due to faulty inverter software. The automatic braking system falsely detects objects and slams the brakes unexpectedly. One owner's 2025 CX-90 has been at the dealership for 4 weeks. Nobody can tell them what is wrong or when it will be fixed. Another owner documented 5 shop visits in 6 months. The car looks gorgeous, drives beautifully, and spends more time with mechanics than with its owner. Number 2. Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid. Yes, it is so bad, it deserves its own entry. Consumer Reports predicts that the 2025 CX-90 PHEV will be much less reliable than the average new car. The high-voltage battery system is malfunctioning. The electric motor has problems. The drive system fails. The climate control dies randomly. These are not software glitches. These are fundamental engineering failures in a plug-in hybrid that costs between $50,000 and $58,000. One owner on Kelley Blue Book said their CX-90 is worth $10,000 to $13,000 less than what they owe after only 10 months. They called it their first and last Mazda. Another owner at 48,000 miles watched the problems multiply. First, the iStop battery, then the electronic fuel pump, then the electronic water pump. They are afraid of what breaks next, starting at nearly $50,000 for a vehicle that Consumer Reports says you should not buy. That is a hard pass. Number 1, Cadillac Lyriq. And here's your absolute worst offender. The Cadillac Lyriq earned a reliability score of 5 out of 100 from Consumer Reports. 5. This is Cadillac's flagship electric SUV, their statement vehicle for the future of the brand. It is catastrophically unreliable. The Lyriq has been recalled 7 times by NHTSA for the 2023 model alone. Problems include high-voltage battery bolts that may be missing or loose, stabilizer bar brackets that can detach and damage battery coolant lines, causing complete vehicle shutdown, anti-lock brake systems that activate unexpectedly and release brake pressure, seatbelt brackets that were not properly welded, and driver displays that go completely blank while driving. One owner bought a 2024 Lyriq with just 1,048 miles, most of it from driving back and forth to the dealer for repairs. The vehicle randomly reports a 12-volt battery fault and becomes completely immovable. It turns itself on and off. The doors lock and unlock randomly. Eventually, the battery depletes and the $60,000 plus vehicle becomes, in the owner's words, a very expensive brick. Another owner's Lyriq spent over 30 days in service during their first 4 months of ownership. The adaptive cruise control and emergency collision avoidance had 2 major failures that almost caused crashes. They documented everything. Cadillac verified the failures, yet no real fix materialized. Cadillac as a brand landed near the bottom of Consumer Reports' December 2025 reliability rankings. Both the Lyriq and the newer Optiq earn below or well below average reliability marks. Consumer Reports explicitly states that all electric and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles continue to be troublesome for their owners. You are paying $60,000 to $80,000 for what is supposed to be luxury transportation. What you are actually buying is a rolling beta test with 7 recalls and counting. That's all for today. These are the SUVs you absolutely need to avoid in 2025. From General Motors transmission nightmares to Volkswagen electrical disasters to Cadillac catastrophic electric vehicle failures, the data does not lie. Real owners, real problems, real warnings. If this video saved you from a bad purchase, hit that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next breakdown. Drop a comment letting me know, are any of these on your list? Did we save you from a disaster? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.